Aloha, everyone. Welcome to Java, and thank you for joining me. This is for Friday, December 22nd, 2023. Markets are closed Monday in the United States because it is the Christmas holiday. So the next time I will see you will be on Tuesday, the 26th. So looking forward to our next year. 2024 is year of volatility, will be the bears versus the bulls. Got quite a few looking forward analysts that are looking either towards recession or market bulls that even though the economy will go into a recession, when the Federal Reserve cuts rates, that it will be bullish for stock market and equities. And in reality, it's simply a loss of the purchasing power of the United States dollar. So with that, the MMRI, our favored risk indicator, has dropped significantly with that drop in the markets. So 242.7, the relative strength of the dollar and the 10-year yield both dropped. So with those both weaker, it was bullish for stocks, and they did go into the green. However, that's beginning to change a bit this morning. We've got the volatility or fear index is rising a bit, as well as the fear trades of gold and oil. We've also got futures bit red, which kind of go along with another pullback. So on the calendar, we do have some numbers and reports coming out, building permits, core durable goods, and the PCE, which is our last basically inflation-related reading that the Fed will be using for their Fed rate policy decisions. So, a few things going on. People are still expecting Santa Claus rally, but is it over? And what does that mean for stocks moving forward? But then we've also got CNBC saying that the bulls are back on Wall Street. So, as I was saying yesterday, today will be very thin volume as a lot of people are off on vacation. You'll be trading mostly against algorithms, basically robots. So, be very careful, use your stop losses and risk management. Basically, what we've also been seeing is global equity funds watching outflows because investors are at the year end, they're taking profits and rebalancing portfolios. So basically, the sentiment is they're clearing their plates of trades moving into this next year. So this entire next week will also be low volume, which means that it can be more volatile because less people trading means the moves can be more rapid. So into our stories, BlackRock has been talking about their Bitcoin ETF coming out for some time now, and Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a boost. And I think it's because of this meeting. They did meet with the SEC as well as NASDAQ, talking about getting this listed. They do have a ticker now, IBIT, for this coming out. It's no date for rollout quite yet, but the market seems as if it's already looking forward to it. So this is going to be green for cryptocurrency related trades, Coinbase, as well as Mar and Riot, which are miners. So into the economy and things going on, we've got container rates hitting $10,000 on a cost because the ocean freight inflation is soaring over the attacks going on in the Red Sea. So we were talking about this, how they are going to pass on the cost of taking the longer trade route. And so these stories are finally starting to make kind of mainstream media. They still are not talking about the supply issues and disruptions it will cause, but I expect those will come out soon. So also talking about Maersk, same thing, imposing container surcharge because of the diversions they have to take. So moving on, got a couple of other stories. This one with Tesla mostly. Positive for them. They acquired land in Shanghai for Megapack battery plant. So they're able to, basically they're manufacturing their own batteries over there. And a big boost they're about to get is because China just banned the export of their rare earth processing tech. So what does this mean? Those rare earths are necessary to create the batteries for the EVs. So Tesla can now make use of these rare earths and create their batteries there and then export their vehicles. So they're kind of an exemption because they did this, which is bullish for them and very brilliant on Elon's part in that deal. So we've been talking about the debt bubble is really the big threat here. and banks, commercial real estate in particular, facing $160 billion in losses on these loans. So this is still coming around. They're beginning to talk about it a little bit more. And really, what's going to happen with this is not so much the loans coming in, but how they dispose of the property. So we're watching, as I was speaking about the day or two ago, about Cigna selling the building in New York. And there will be more of that going on. But if it happens slowly, it can be sustained and won't cause severe issues. But if a lot of this is sold at once, could be a very serious problem with commercial real estate. So our other story, no room at the inn. New York City hotel prices soaring nearly 20% because, number one, they banned Airbnb from being able to, basically they're on a hold right now, cannot function in New York City. And then secondly, they're calling them asylum seekers, but really it's illegal immigrants that have come into the country and they're in New York, and they have decided to put them up in hotels because the temperatures are freezing. So the lack of supply, because they're housing illegal immigrants, has pushed up that price. And then I've got a couple of other stories related to this. Refugees, in quotes, and asylum seekers, same thing. These are not migrants. Migrants are legal and they go through the process. These are illegal immigrants that are being brought in, and the UN is talking about a decentralized identification. However, they will be tracking all of them, and they're going to be using this as a reason to push this solution. So it will include biometrics, and they'll be pushing cryptocurrency wallets, but these are not for the anonymous ones or the free ones. These will be to push the central bank digital currency and tracking, and no one will refute this because they want these people tracked, especially when the problems start happening. So if we look at these, are mostly they're males of fighting age. They're not families coming in. There's not children that need help. So the Border Patrol basically is talking about how more than 200,000 people have crossed within 1 month. They're not able to process all of them. Many of them have committed crimes and have records. A lot of them are untraceable and have issues. So they're coming into our country and then dispersing them throughout different cities. So problems have already started to begin with this increase in crime, and the violence could happen also. So just want to urge you all to be aware of this with large gatherings, and there are other issues with this, but I'll just move on with this. So with our updates, Pulitzer Prize winners are basically suing OpenAI artificial intelligence because they're using them to train ChatGPT using their material. And so it's kind of a copyright issue going on. So this is the beginning of a battle over data, and it's becoming more important. So just an interesting angle on this for moving forward with artificial intelligence. So with that, I just want to remind you, please be aware during the holidays, in particular in gathering areas in large groups, and always stay ready. And in particular, things like, for instance, the New Year's Eve gathering in Times Square or things of that nature. So there are targetings happening. So with that, I do want you to enjoy your holidays. Wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I look forward to being back on December 26th on Tuesday. I am going to be taking some time off, and then I hope to catch up with a little bit more in the background of artificial intelligence, and then also flesh out a little bit more. I'd like to get on Rumble for the videos since I've been having a few difficulties with the current platform, and have more for you folks when you come back. So with that, wish you all a great trading day. Wonderful day in general. Can't wait to get back with you again. So until then, my friends, stay free.